My name's Aaron, welcome back to my channel. How are you? I am fantastic and I'm doing really well. And today I am waving around a bottle of Cartier Declaration. Fantastic. And this is £65 for 50ml, and if you love it, it's £95 for 100ml. And the notes are birchwood, bergamot, bitter orange, juniper wood, artisma, cardamom, cedarwood, vetiver and oak moss. And there's no marketing, hooray. Do we have our bottles of Declaration by Cartier? Are we engaged with our higher self? Let's get testing. So I'm going to be really upfront, I don't like it, but I'll try and be super professional about it. So this is, I suppose, a fragrance that is suitable for a day off fragrance, inoffensive, light and airy. I mean, it's a clever formulation. This is Hedio and Isu Super. It's very light, very airy, woody and amber. Now, this is the sort of linalool compounds that you're smelling quite high up. The ethyl linalool, which is a fixative, and then the linalool. And this is very light, airy, dry. I think the reason why I struggle with it, if I'm very honest with you, is a mixture of the beta-ione, woody, sort of velvety, and then combining with that woodiness is the citronellol and then some acetates. And citronellol is used in men's fragrances, and when it's combined with ionones and acetates, it sort of gives this, and it's not something which I particularly am drawn to. One thing I do like, which I appreciate, is that sort of light airiness to it. So it's sort of almost like, doesn't really have a form to it, doesn't really have substance to it, but you sort of do get movement of it. It smells very clean. It smells like, I suppose, a bit like washing, to be honest with you. Clean and fresh, inoffensive. Cedarwood base, which I quite like. I love working with cedarwood. I just think it's the vetiver in it. I think it's the vetiver, the ionones, the citronellol, and then all that sort of dryness to it. It sort of smells, unfortunately, a little bit dated. It doesn't really smell exciting. It's not really inspiring. But again, it's sort of inoffensive. On to my final thoughts. So the first two marks are safety, sort of legal and compliance. Yes, absolutely, this gets a 2 out of 2. Next two marks are longevity and projection. I tried this yesterday. It didn't last to me. I had about half an hour to an hour and it was gone. And all I was left was with the beta-ione and the citronellol and then cedarwood vetiver. Sort of that is sort of what I was left with, quite flat. The Isu Super is very, very apparent actually. You can sort of smell it. An Isu Super is giving that sort of woody, ambery sort of feel. That's sort of very apparent. So I kind of going to mark it a 1 out of 2 on my skin. It wasn't particularly amazing, fantastic. The price, yeah, absolutely. I think the price is fantastic. Do I like it? I don't like this at all. And it sort of smells a little bit too simplistic for my liking. And I kind of think if it was going to be a fougere fragrance, I would love to see it extended in different ways, made it a bit more exciting, a bit more depth to it. I kind of would love to see some sandalwood in this. Sandalwood, I don't know why sandalwood wasn't put in it, to be honest with you. Sandalwood would have to smooth it. It needs sort of smoothing. But I can imagine that there's people out there who love it, who just want something really inoffensive and something that's just sort of professional and doesn't really have someone go, oh, you smell amazing or anything. It's just you sort of feel okay. It kind of gets better as it dries down, becomes a bit smoother. I'm asked a 7 out of 10. I think the money's really fantastic. I think it complies. But for me, I think it's a bit. So there we go. So hope you love that review. Thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating, interesting content. Lots of moving hands and lots of fragrance reviews. Hope you're staying safe and well, and I'll see you soon.